Hello.
Oh, I can see you and hear you both.
Hi. This is
Like my new glasses, I found them under the seat of my new car.
Oh, that's great. I'm going to turn, once you all get in, I'm going to turn the sound off on each of you. Hi, Betty. How are you? Hi, Judy. Hi, Marcia. Marcia.
Oh, there they are. I see them.
Yeah, this is fun.
Oh, this is cool.
It's so good to see you all. I'm going to turn your sound off, Susan.
Okay.
Okay, I have word that about 4 more are gonna join us, but I will just start by saying, hello, girls. I haven't seen you in so long. Do you guys Zoom with your family? Judy, Marcia, Betty? Can you hear me now?
Who are you talking to?
Well, okay. Once we get everybody on, then everybody can turn their sound on. It's the mute, unmute button in the lower left-hand corner, so that you can say hello and introduce yourselves. We'll wait and see who all joins us. Hi, Peggy. Good to see
Hi,
you.
Dee. Good to see you. Yeah.
Well, this will be fun, won't it? Look at your artwork behind you. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna wait until everybody clicks in, and then we'll introduce everybody because you're from 2 classes.
Oh, great. Okay, then.
Marcia, can you hear me? Okay. I see you standing by. Let's see, here's another one. Oh, Kathleen, girls from Monday. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Hey, Kathleen. Okay, I've got to learn. I haven't been on Zoom with so many, so how do I get the square like everybody, like on TV?
Gallery. There. I don't have a computer, but I know computer people use the gallery.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Oh, Peggy, you helped me out a lot. Great.
Yeah, I got my old phone, but I like to just swipe everything and look at y'all. So there's a lot of people. This is good.
This is great. Okay, how many have done Zoom before? You can go ahead and put your unmute on so we can talk, but just try not to jump over each other, okay? Judy and Betty, tell us, ask to unmute. Okay, you need to unmute.
Okay, got it?
Now I hear you. Now I hear you. Yay. Marcia, have you unmuted?
Yes.
Okay, and Peggy, you're unmute, Peggy. Go ahead and unmute, but just don't talk over each other. Okay, you're good, and you're good, Kathleen. Susan, the black screen is Susan, who has not been in our classes, but she's been in my workshops and classes before. So everybody say hi to Susan so she can hear you. She hasn't got a picture on here.
Hello.
Hi, Susan. Buddy, I hope you can hear me because I just actually somehow turned Zoom off.
Okay, okay, we got you. Well, listen, this first session is going to be more about getting acquainted again and talking about what your expectations are. And if you have questions about the work, or can you hear me? Can Judy and Betty, can you hear me? Okay.
It's better if everybody mutes while you talk. That way we won't get the echo. Okay. So if we all mute while you talk, and then when we want to talk, we unmute. Okay?
Okay. Well, this is what we do when we watch the news anymore, huh? We can,
Oh,
I mean, it's just the way we have to live our lives right now. I am glad that you guys have been following the lessons. What do you think? And I'm not looking for compliments. I want you to make a critique of what you're seeing and how you feel about the lessons so far. Judy and Betty first.
Okay.
I like that when you did the individuals, some of them look like really loose landscapes with the trees.
Yeah.
I love that. That was so nice.
Are you doing the exercises?
Judy is.
I am. I haven't got to number 3 yet of the using the different colors. Excuse me, the different colors. But the other ones I enjoyed. Some turned out satisfactory, but it was a good exercise. I did the second one with an ink background before I started.
Great. Are
So
you going to post those? Are you going to post those?
Yeah.
I thought they turned out great.
Yeah. I love the first ones you did, Judy. I saw those.
Yeah. I like that one. I added a little bit of jelly paper print that I had done before. So that was a fun experiment for me.
Judy and I are sharing her studio. We've been doing that since March.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Okay. What did you two think of what I'm sending you in terms of critique? Don't just say, oh, I liked it, even if you didn't.
I loved you're getting better at getting your whole picture on the screen.
Uh-huh.
And the follow along I thought was very good. What colors to use, what size brushes you used, the inks and the oil pastels, soft pastels. So I thought your guidance on that was very good.
Okay.
Other than not being able to see a portion of your paper, which you saw yourself, that you needed to adjust that. You're improving each lesson, and the guidance I think is very good though.
Okay, great.
That's
And my intention is to cover at least most of what we do on the video, to cover it with emails and Facebook. Do you like those connections?
I do. Yeah, I'd like to see more of the other people's end product too.
That's why
Yeah.
Facebook is so good. And any of the 5 of you, I know Susan is blacked out, but any of the 5 of you screens, if you have some work to show, I'd love it. Do you know, I just want to make the comment that when we watch the news, you see all these beautiful libraries and these reporters have. In ours, we see our studios, right?
Yes.
So that all is good. All is good. Okay. I'm gonna turn your mute on, and Marcia, tell me what you're up to and what you think of how things are going so far.
Well, I was glad to have you come back and wake us up. And I needed to get back in my groove very much.
That gives me goosebumps, Marcia. That gives me goosebumps.
When everything closed down in March, I think I was kind of depressed. Just suddenly our lives stopped. And so all I did was draw pictures of my cat, just because he follows me around the house all day. And that gets a little old after a while. So yes, you're spurring me on to get out the colors again and just play with them on the paper.
Well,
and I liked part of your demo where you speed it up.
Yes.
Because we didn't need a detailed description of each part of some of it.
That's exactly right. I appreciate that feedback, because all of you, even Susan, I keep referring to her black screen, her black block, but all of you have some training, a lot of training in painting. you don't need to see every detail. And I appreciate that feedback. That's great, because I worried about that, but thank you. Are you thinking that Marcia, you're not on Facebook, so these gals have been putting their images on the Facebook page, which is really nice. But if you have some work to show, we'd love to see you hold it up like this. I will also show you. Oh, look at her shirt.
It's one of those. Oh, okay, there's my cat.
Oh, how cute. That's
And
wonderful.
I've been playing, like, this is summer camp, so I got out the gold and the black and the red and just been playing a little bit. So, and then I got out your inks.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so sad that you're not on Facebook.
And then I got out some colors and just played a little bit.
Good girl.
So, nothing very adventurous, but still fun.
You know, if you email those images to Dee, then Dee can put it on our Facebook page if that would be okay. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that's an idea.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. A couple of you, Tammy, who's not on the call, emails me the pictures, and I put them up in her name. But anyway, I do understand that you're not on Facebook, but if you did, that would give you yet another dimension of community connective tissue. But I like the feedback, and I'll continue with this, that we all hope that this is temporary and not forever.
Yeah.
Please, God, not forever.
Yeah.
So, okay, Marcia. Okay, Peggy.
Oh.
Turn your mute thing on. Unmute.
There I go. Okay.
Everybody, the rest of you are from the Monday class. Peggy's the token one from Thursday, although they're coming. They'll be coming along. But
Yeah.
say hello to Peggy.
Hello, guys. I came to visit y'all one time. I remember that before this thing happened. But yeah, this, you know, I just, the abstracting is totally new to me. And I, you know, as was like, I can't make sense of it. But you know what? This time around, not that I'm making any more sense of it than I've ever done, but it really is exciting to my soul. I mean, I really loved it. It was amazing.
That's
And
wonderful.
so, you know, I as far as your video goes, I think it's awesome. You know, just keep it up. Yeah, it's widen up on your work so that we can see edge to edge, because you disappeared a little bit, and you know you did, but you know, so that's all I can think of. And it's kind of hard when you're working on these just to be able to, in mid-stride, pick them up and just go like that to us, you know.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
you know, but that's that when we're working on maybe the canvases and stuff, you can do that, or you can bring your camera to the page, you know, a little bit to a section or something like that, you know. I don't know. I don't know what kind of apparatus that would take. But
Well, I
think
have some apparatus that I have since I did that first one, but I'll show it to you in a minute after we get through talking to everyone.
Right.
How are you
So-
liking the whole paradigm of email, Zoom, and painting? Does that
Yeah,
feel connected?
I think taken separately, it's okay, but together it really works. You know, it's like in the emails, we can chat back and forth, all of us, with our little concerns, let's say, but the video is something I can stop and go and give my paint some time to dry and think about it, you know, and go back and forth, which is really good. You know, but I would like to see, but I can see it's kind of impossible, is us to have some music in the background and just paint together.
Well, okay, a couple of things. You said a couple of things that I did want to mention that I think that future Zoom sessions, what I'd like you to do is to send me some art-related questions after we get all this technology mastered. If you have questions that relate to the lessons, we can discuss that at the beginning of each of our little Zoom things, and we won't have these go on forever. But send in the email, send some questions you might have that we can share with everybody. And that will cut the Zoom time down because it is a pain in the tuchus for everybody, I know. But anyway, that sounds great. Kathleen, I love seeing your face. I haven't heard from you that much, but I love seeing you there. Are you painting?
Well, no, I'm not, but I'm so glad you're doing this because now I'm going to start.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah, so, and I think the videos are terrific. I've watched all the videos, and one thing I wanted, you mentioned that people might split the paper, which was a good idea, like that you order 10 sheets and people split it, and I wasn't sure how to get in touch with anybody. And I just this minute thought I could send, I guess, an email reply all to your email. Does anybody else want to do that? Would that be the way to do that?
Yeah, well, you and Judy and Betty are all in the same area, and Marcia. So, if any of you wanted to get together because you're Anacortes, you could make that happen.
So yeah, why don't I just do an email? Does anybody want to share? Yeah. Because I thought I need to get some supplies, and but I think this is going to be a good system, and I think it'll work. And I'm excited that you're doing it. The abstracts are really gorgeous. I love them. Well,
I'm glad that Peggy spoke to the issue of being new to it and starting to really feel it. It is something, one of the reasons I do this, and Marcia and Judy and maybe Betty might remember it from last year when we talked about it in art camp, was that you don't have to concentrate on making the flower right or the barn right or whatever. You get in the zone of just mark making, and that's what these lessons of getting your groove back are about, is abstracting. It can turn into a landscape, it can turn into a bird or a person, Judy. It could turn into anything that you want it to, and think of it in underpainting. That's part of this process. And it does get you, what it did for me this summer, because I haven't worked with you since March, I nurtured myself by taking several. I'm in my 3rd online class right now, but it nurtured me. It nurtured my soul to work with somebody else, because I don't, it's like a bank account. If I keep withdrawing to give to you guys in class, I don't deposit for me. And so I needed that lifting up of my own soul. And what it did for me that's the most profound is that it's gotten me out of copying.
Yeah.
That doing these abstracts, it's finding my lane, my niche of expressing myself with color and line and all those things we talk about, design elements. And each one of you have intentionally learned the design elements and composition and so forth. You know enough about those kinds of things that doing these abstracts, you can put this intuitive use of the materials down and find your own lane. None of your abstracts are ever going to look like mine. They're never going to look like mine. And so I think that I love hearing Marcia, who's been doing the cats at home, the figures at home, the gold at home. Isn't that cool? She hasn't been connected, so here we are all connecting again. Every one of you is doing such beautiful, intuitive work from yourselves.
Well, Marcia's abstracts were the perfect example of that. That she just flashed on the screen.
Yes.
They were absolutely gorgeous, and they were so different from yours.
Yeah.
Really different. So I'm, but I'm just, so I'll be coming along for the next one, and I'm good.
Well, that's it. And you've heard me use this phrase before. Way back when I was in the corporate world, I used to have a coach, a corporate coach. And, there were times that I had to, either go through a kid's wedding or go do something else or be sick or whatever. And my coach would say, just keep one oar in the water. And so, like, if at least you're watching the videos, or at least you're doing the abstract cats, Marcia, anything that you're doing, keeping the juices going. Is a healthy thing if you want to continue painting. Everybody has different schedules now, but if you do something, at least sometime during the day, 15, 20 minutes a day, that is going to give you a healthy pastime and make your paintings better overall if you continue doing that. Now, I want to quickly walk you around my studio. It's not my library, but to show you where this happens. So I put these out today to show you that I have been, that glares. These, I've put the varnish on. Where's that? The gloss medium varnish, so that's going to move me forward to finishing them. And then I have my mats that I use to just go around. Any of these abstracts, for all of you, look at how big these are, but look at when you put a smaller one on. Isn't that cool? There's too much glare, I'm sorry. But these can work to be so many different things for so many different people. So you can make them different sizes. I think, Peggy, you asked about mats. I go to Matboard and More. Matboard and More.
Online?
Yes, .com, Matboard and More. And you can either buy custom sizes or order the pre-cuts they have, and they're not expensive. But you have to order a batch when you do it at one time or another. And so with these multiples, you're getting a rhythm, and you are using palettes that create a series, and you're just doing multiples, which just really helps you get the paintings done. Okay, we have had, time flies when you're having fun. We have had 21 minutes online. Can you believe it? So, everybody good?
Dee, can I show you some of my examples?
Oh, please, yes. My gosh, yes. Anybody else have some things they want to show and tell? We do want to see them.
You'll have to guide me. This is some of the results of the second one.
Oh, yes. I want to see those online. They're beautiful.
Yes.
Gorgeous. Aren't they rich?
Yes, those are the ones I did the ink on the background before I started.
Yes, transparent ink and then the opaque paint. It looks really good. Great.
So, and starting on, I was on a paintbrush frenzy.
Oh, how cute. That is a series for sure. My God.
I was trying to do something without a lot of thought, so I had fun with that.
Oh, I love them. And you're showing us your new studio too.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm envious. I had to downsize. I'm in my third bedroom.
My tulip.
How
I did
cool.
that in pastels, the tulip field.
Yay.
So a lot, and then I'm working on this big one of the tulip field. You see, where am I?
Oh, you got to pull it down a little bit.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Wow. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Put a little every color in every color.
Yes, yes, that one's not done. I'm still working on that.
Okay. Is that pastel or paint?
That's acrylics, the big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bigger brush. I got in too tight, so you know how easy that is.
Oh gosh. Well, your studio is fabulous. The work you're doing, at least you got a hand in it. Your oar's in the water. So that's
Well, it was
great.
nice to have some place to go away from the house too,
Oh.
during all this
Yeah,
isolation, right?
and I'll send you things that I
Yeah, and Betty's been busy too, so.
did a picture of my dog and my cat for my husband for Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Oops. Yeah, that.
I'll
that would
send
be
them
great.
to you.
That's terrific. Excuse me. Well, Susan, are you still there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
We can hear you. We're going to have to solve that by next time, right?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it says I don't have a camera, but I'm staring at it, so.
Well, if you have your cell phone, it has a camera on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You
But
can
I
you
did
can
this with my grandson.
you
on
can
Zoom.
pair your phone with your computer. You
Ooh,
just turn the
pretty.
sound off one. You can make that happen.
Do I have to sign into the Zoom meeting first?
I forget, but you can do it. No, you don't have to sign in first, because my son taught me that when I couldn't see, I had to buy a lot of stuff to make this happen. I bought my screen doesn't have a webcam, because I thought, when am I ever going to use that? That was, no foresight, but I bought a webcam. And before I had that, I would talk to my son with my phone or have the camera on my phone, but he could hear me on the computer. So you just you mute one and you have the camera for the other. So you can do that.
Okay, I will try it.
Yeah, we're talking to black box with Susan written across it.
Yeah, I can see my name. You spelled it right.
Well, you did it, not me.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Okay, ladies, we're almost to I'm going to keep these at 30 minutes because at 40 minutes, they start charging me. These are free, and I can have up to 100 people. Who the hell is that?
Well, that's me. I'm trying to get on.
You don't, okay. Well, we'll figure it out before next time. You guys, hey, I have loved seeing your faces. This has been so good for me. How about all of you? Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll try to do these once a week on Mondays. Because several of the people wrote in that Tuesday wasn't going to work. But why didn't they reply when I asked, which was better? Never mind.
It's okay.
Okay.
Monday's fine with me anyway,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay, good to see you all. I love you. I'll talk to
Love
you
you.
next week. Bye.